Hey guys, welcome back to Digit.in, and today we are going to review the new LG V30 Plus smartphone. For the most part, you will love the LG V30 Plus for its design. With its metallic frame, the device feels quite sturdy, and the glass back somehow refuses to slip out of your hands. At 158 grams, the V30 Plus feels incredibly light. It has a 6-inch screen, but my not so large hands tend to reach the other side of the screen quite easily. It is not perfectly suited for single-handed usage, but it is certainly one of the closest. When you are done admiring the design, you will notice the 6-inch POLED display, which looks fantastic on first impressions. Colors are vibrant, brightness is high, and it never ever missed a touch. But about 5 minutes into using this phone, we noticed a thin line running across the display, in a sort of cross-hatched pattern. This made the screen look grainy. Also, the blue shift from off angles just like the one on the Pixel 2 XL's display was also visible here, but to a lesser extent. Lastly, the screen's brightness increases as you move downwards, with the top half being dimmer than the bottom. In the end, these things end up being blemishes on a display which would otherwise be great. The display seems like a 50-50 scenario here, which is never good for a flagship class phone. The V30 Plus's display was a mixed bag, but nothing disappoints us as much as the software. Firstly, the V30 Plus runs on Android Nougat out of the box, which is simply unacceptable from a flagship phone launched in the second half of 2017. And there is more. The company's UI looks childish. The large blocky icons don't follow up Google's material design, and that becomes a stark contrast to apps you download on the phone. There is also a segregated settings menu here, which is difficult to navigate. Really, the only thing we like about the UI is that LG gives you an option of having an app drawer or putting all your apps on the screen. LG even has apps like email and gallery on this phone alongside Gmail and photos, which is simply unnecessary. But none of that is as big a problem as the fact that LG's software is slow. The phone posts the high scores on benchmarks, but its software is prone to lags. The animation are slow by default, but you will also notice some slight lags when opening apps, scrolling through menus, and so on. Stock Android phone lovers have nothing to like here, and those who want custom UIs will make a better choice with Samsung's work. But that aside, the Snapdragon 835 is as fast as ever. We reduced the animation scales on the device to 0, which makes the phone more tolerable. Yet, we are sure any flagship buyer in the position to compare this against phones like the Galaxy Note 8 and OnePlus 5T will notice the sloth in LG's phone. Let's talk about the camera, which is the ultimate deal breaker. It's an impressive spec, with f1.6 lenses and a secondary true wide-angle camera. Yet, LG chose to include a 1-micron sensor underneath the lens, which keeps you from taking advantage of the large aperture here. Low-light photos are often too dark, and the V30 Plus cannot hold a candle to the Pixel 2 XL or Galaxy Note 8's camera. Their 1.4 micron sensors capture significantly more light than this phone. This image is clicked in extreme darkness, but you can see that the Pixel 2 XL's camera picked up much more details here. This also comes in the way of video shooting capabilities at night. The LG V30 Plus captures better audio, but you see much lesser on the screen in front of you. The video is reasonably stable too, and you will get good results in good light. The secondary camera on the smartphone is a wide-angle shooter. It adds a fisheye-like effect to photos, distorting them to some extent. To its credit, LG has reduced the distortion from LG G5's days, but you will still see a drastic spherical effect near the edges. If you know photography, you can make good use of this as well. The wide-angle camera can be quite useful for shooting group photos and landscapes. LG's camera also comes with some useful modes. The Cine Video mode allows you to zoom into specific parts of the video, unlike other phones that zoom into the center. There is a snapshot mode that splits the viewfinder into two halves. The guide shot mode lets you choose a sample image and tries to bring image as close to that as possible, while the food mode is meant specifically for food shots. In terms of battery life, the V30 Plus is actually amongst the most dependable flagships today. It lasts for over 11 hours on the PC Markwork 2.0 battery test, which is amongst the highest we have seen in this range. On regular usage, it will last you a full day quite easily. So overall, the LG V30 Plus is a strong flagship, perhaps the strongest LG has made so far. But LG has made some poor choices here. It needs a better camera, much better software, and a more dependable display. LG has the design right, but it's just not the right flagship for 2017. The LG V30 Plus is not the smartphone that we would recommend you to buy. So what do you think about this review? Comment down below, and don't forget to like and share this video. Thanks for watching.